So hey guys, it's your boy Vandal and I'm coming to you with another video, and today we're talking about how to get out of a slump. But before we get into this video, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button, don't forget to hit that like button for more awesome videos like this, and don't forget to hit that notification bell when you want to hear things that I have to say. So let's get right into it. I wanted to come to you guys today to talk about some tips and tricks about how to get out of a slump. And let's start with a little story. So it's the second month, we're well deep into our goals, and the thing that starts to hit at this time of the year is the fact that the results aren't showing the way we want to show them. So we tend to feel a little bit demotivated. We don't feel like we're actually doing the thing that we want to do, or we're actually achieving the goals that we want to achieve. And that's hard. And I think the other day I was feeling that. I didn't want to edit any videos. I didn't want to do any drawing. I didn't want to do anything at all. And I wondered to myself, what does that actually mean? Why did I actually not want to do anything? Because my whole thing for the year was trying to make 52 of these videos and making sure I put them out at a decent pace. I have actually been putting them out at a decent pace. You know, I'm just going to put that out there. Nonetheless, last week, if I didn't have that video, I don't know if I would have gotten one out. And I still missed one on my other channel, so that's another thing for another day. To get into this video, we're going to talk about the tips and tricks I was thinking about during my time, how to get out of the slump. So the first thing about getting out of the slump is being in the slump and just accepting that it exists. Just accept that you are going to be in this slump for however long you're going to be in. And you might ask, Vandal, I have deadlines to do. And I would say, if you have deadlines, try and churn something out. And I know it might not be your best piece of work, but you have deadlines to make, so you have to get something to the table. So do that if you must. But if you are not that person, I would say take some time off, do things that you find fun. I picked up a new video game and I'm having so much fun. I got the Mega Man ZX0 collection. And I've just been like trying to just take my mind off of things so I'm not too stressed. And I'm here making another video. So I guess the first tip works. One of the things is eventually you will get in and out of this feeling. It's like an ebb and flow. You're going to get in it and then you're going to get out it. And now we have to deal with the process of getting out while we're still in it. I know that doesn't really make sense, but let me get to it. Basically what this is, while you're in it and you're just chilling, I think you should take some time and try and figure out why you're feeling this way. Sometimes you may not have a reason, so sometimes you're just gonna have to wait and ride out that flow. Sometimes you do have a reason and you might not know it, but you should take a good look at your life. Maybe some things have changed, maybe some things have pressed you a little bit harder, or something is bothering you and something's that's not motivating you to do the things that you want to do. And if you think about it, maybe if you look at my last video where we talk about validation, maybe it has to do something with your goals not being where you want them to be, or you're not meeting them at some type of point, and that's really bothering you and it's getting you really upset because you see other people are doing great and you're not doing as great. And maybe that might be part of the issues that I was dealing with, perhaps. I don't know. Once we understand what our core issue is, like we have an idea of it, we need to get a little bit more specific and like really hammer down the idea. Like, what can we do to change this aspect of our life? Because it's something that obviously is affecting us to the point that we're not actually doing the things that we want to do. We're not working out, we're not eating healthy, we're not doing a whole lot of things, and we're not being active thinkers in the world about the things that we want to do properly. So since we're not being that person, it's going to be a lot harder to get out of that slump or understand what even caused it in the first place. So trying to be very like bing to what you want will make things a lot easier. I think another good idea, and on top of that, is reevaluating your goals at this point, because we're 2 months in, right? I would say reevaluate your goals and look at them. What exactly is it that you're trying to do? Is it possible? Is it too much in a short amount of time? Maybe you need to reevaluate it and change and shift gears. Because sometimes that might be another thing that might be bogging you down, is the monotony of doing the same type of routine, which is, I think, another thing that I also do myself. Doing the same type of thing repetitively after some time might get a little bit boring. So changing up the formula might make things a lot more interesting and might make you a little bit more engaged and might actually show you that you've had a little bit more growth than you actually thought you didn't have in the first place. And then one other thing we can do during this time of our reevaluation is getting support from other people. Like, just look to those people in your circle that are like, hey man, you're doing pretty good, just keep doing what you're doing. And maybe if you don't have that be your own little voice to yourself, damn. It's really depressing if you don't have that circle. I mean, oh man, yeah. But do your best. Do your best to try and motivate yourself, or have somebody who you can confide in that motivates you to keep pushing to the things that you said that you were going to do at the beginning of the year, because it's really helpful. And once we have like this little plan that we have, this little like reformation of our ideas that we had for the year, because and I want to put this as an aside too, is that like our ideas and goals at the beginning of the year will look way vastly different than they will at the end of the year, because everything is in a constant state of change. Everything will always be changing for you, and you need to understand that nothing is static. And probably also, since nothing is static, it also applies to the fact that we are also going to be in that slump, because it will get out of it eventually. So take the next couple of months, take some of the ideas that you've noticed, the things that weren't working, the things that are working, and try and look how you can fix that and change that and make that into something that might be even way better for the next 2 months, and try and work through that process of starting from the ground up and building back up, which, don't get me wrong, it's going to be very hard to like restart and do this whole grinding phase, but I think it's always good to like look and review at some of the things that you do. Ooh, look and review at the things that you do. I got bars and I make the stew. Okay, I fucked it up. Okay, I'm sorry. I would say looking over those ideas would be a really good way of how to set maybe your next 2 months, so you have something to look forward to, you have new goals to go for, you have like more attainable things, and make them even easier. Maybe you made them too hard before, maybe you can make them a little bit easier now, or you can shift them around, or maybe you have a new focus that you're trying to do. And then sometimes one of the most important things, I think, just in anything that you want to do, is that a lot of the things that you're doing, trying to change yourself and make yourself better, is hard, because they're things that you normally don't want to do. And thus they can be a bit boring, monotonous, not fun at times. And that takes a lot of energy to do in and of itself, till we've gotten to the point where we can make it a habit. And making it a habit is what we want, but to get there, it's like a lot of hard work. And sometimes it can be uninspiring, it can be demotivating, because you're not there yet. It's kind of like when you see somebody who's doing a sport and they do it really easily, and you wish, or you wonder why they can do it so well, and you're like, how do they make it look so easy? It's because they put the time and they put the work, and that's what you want, but it takes a lot of time and passion, and it's easier when you have things that inspire you. And this is what this section is about. Just find something that inspires you in this downtime. Like I said earlier, find something that's fun, something that you don't have to put your mind into or put like your whole world into. Just something that you can sit down and just have like a quick think, or not quick think, but not put as much effort or thought into. And then maybe find something else that inspires you. Read a book, go see a play. I don't know, do whatever it is that you have fun. I play DDR, okay. So just having that inspiration from something, whether it be music. Sometimes I find music really inspirational. So inspiration might give you that fire that you're lacking, because sometimes that cauldron inside of your tummy, I know it probably means that you're hungry, but it really is about like the metaphorical thing I'm going for, you know what I mean, is talking about like that passion that you have for doing things in life and just getting there every day and just bringing and being your best self. So basically what we can review and think about for our slump is, you're gonna be in a slump, feel the slump, be in the slump, know that it'll end soon. But while we're in the slump, take some notes, try and figure out what we're doing to, what in our life is causing us to be in this slump, and how we can change that, get people to support us, create a new contingency plan that we can work over the next couple of months to make even better, and then we can hit our new goals with a little bit more fervor. And then just that little bit extra mile that we might need is our inspiration. Find something that inspires us and just do that right now and just throw ourselves in it. And then slowly, I think also that's another good part, slowly put back in those things that we're doing for the year, and don't forget them. Because once you stop doing something, I repeat, once you stop doing something, that's it. It'll stay stopped forever. Oh God, I'm gonna get killed for that one. It's gonna stay stopped. It's not gonna continue. You know what I mean. Anyways, don't stop the things that you wanted to do for the year just because you had one bad day or you had a bad week. Just slowly go back into it and don't stop doing the thing that you set out for yourself at the beginning of the year. So I guess that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed what I had to say about being in a slump. It is a sucky place to be. I hate being in it, and I'm sure you do too. But I hope some of these tips helped at least just like get the cogs in your brain moving, thinking about like how you can maybe change things or know that nothing is stagnant and we're always in a constant place of change. But yeah, I think that's all I have for you today, guys. And if you made it to this end of the video, you are a great person. If you're new and you still made it to the end, or you're old, hit the subscribe button and then hit the subscribe button again so that you stay subscribed. And hit that bell for notifications because you need to hear the things that I have to say when I have to say them, or see something about my life because it's interesting when it is. And like the video. Don't forget to like the video. I know lots of you watch it. Like that shit because it's great. And I'm great. You're great. We're great. And my video camera's about to die. Alright, so yeah guys, I'm Vandal, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you in the next one. I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace. Bye.